within the 120-day social contract period, and it tells you how committed and focused His Excellency the President is. This is a bold step towards resetting and building the Ghana we want together, a Ghana of opportunities, innovation, and prosperity for all. I firmly believe we are at a defining point in Ghana's digital journey, a moment where resetting Ghana is not just necessary, but urgent. This is a call to action, to transform our economy, create sustainable jobs, and invest boldly in our people. We must harness science, technology, and innovation, not as buzzwords, but as tools for inclusive growth. The 1 Million Coders program is designed to do exactly that. Bridge the gap between what is taught in classrooms and what the job market demands, to boost digital literacy nationwide and equip our youth to compete and thrive on the global stage. The world is rapidly evolving, driven by technology and innovation. From artificial intelligence to blockchain, to mobile apps and cloud computing, digital skills are no longer optional. They are essential for survival in today's economy. Yet far too many of our young people remain on the sidelines of this revolution. In Ghana, it is estimated that only 7% of the youth have access to structured digital training. And across sub-Saharan Africa, nearly 60% of our young people lack foundational digital skills. This gap isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a barrier to progress, and we must break it down. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the 1 Million Coders program will provide comprehensive training in coding and digital skills, initially in 4 locations, and later spread out nationwide. Ghana India Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT, where we are this morning, is leading the content creation and training of the program. The center has developed a standardized curriculum in multiple digital disciplines at the beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels to create a uniform training ecosystem for all Ghanaians, irrespective of the part of our country in which they reside. The initial courses for the pilot include Certified Cybersecurity Professional, Certified Network Support Technician, Certified Data Protection Manager, Certified Data Protection Expert in the global economy. Ladies and gentlemen, this initiative is designed to level the playing field. It will open doors for individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds, those too often excluded from the digital economy, to gain the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. In Ghana, nearly 1 in 5 youth are not in education, employment, or training, and digital exclusion remains highest among rural populations, women, and persons with disabilities. They will be factored under this program. To the young people of our nation, I say that this initiative is a call to action.
And so, all men sleep, the chosen will dream yet. The third strain of life chooses to wake up and lend feet to our dreams. So one man sleeps, has his dream, wakes up, wants to lend feet, and then he calls all of us to go. So say our paths to God lie within. It takes one to take the torch and lead the way. Ghana, welcome to a new morning where we woke up on the right side of our bed. One man chose to sleep, woke up, stretched, yawned, and he says, I have a dream. And then we all choose to believe, because this is possible. We have often been told of future leaders who are not allowed to think because it's not their time to lead yet. But future leaders, this is the time to train the future the way to go, so that when you are older and the future is also old, he knows to treat you with some respect. And so, it is good to have your future leaders trained now. Have them vision the future the way it should go. My people, if we were in a race and I was to hand the baton over to the future, I would choose the hand with which to receive the baton from the runner who goes before me, for my place is only held temporarily. My people, which is older, the egg or the hen? Now, whichever one was created first, that is not an argument to be had. The most important part simply says, between the egg and the hen, each one of them is too small to hold itself fully, so each holds a part of the other in trust. And so, it is only on the ends of old ropes that new ones are woven. My people, is it not beautiful that we decide to send messages to the future from now? We have chosen 1 million ways to beautifully do it by allowing young people to own the future, sending messages and saying, dear future, this is Ghana in the 21st century. See you in a few years' time, and these seeds we sow today would have rippled across the sands of the world. 1 million coders. coders. Okay, 1 million, birth another million, birth another million. If my people do not understand all the big English we will speak today and all the fantastic things we are doing, would it suffice to tell them, say, a computer, kitten, kitten? You see, little drops of water make a mighty ocean. The computer, kitten, kitten would eventually ensure that Ghana takes its place on the digital maps of the world and leave our footprints. My people, what if we could code Bamaya and AndTHE so that a long time after this civilization is gone, all the beautiful things we do now will still stand the test of time. Now, it simply says we are creating employment for 1 million people, but one provides for 13 or 25, and the ripple keeps going on. Imagine a steel pool with a pebble dropped in there. The ripples are so strong. Be to him what is good is not good. Our elders say, let him sniff a little alligator pepper and see how he likes it. I'm a young man, and I believe that if we had 1 million storytellers to send our messages to the future in languages that we might not understand reading from the books, my people, we would have simply secured our future. And so it takes a man to know that when he has gone to bed, returning into this dance is not guaranteed. And so that is how legacy starts for Ghana. 1 million. 1 million coders are more than 1 million voters, my people. 1 million coders, probably less than how many million farmers we have in Ghana today. So do not forget the back without which there is no front. Sankofa. Sankofa is the only principle through which our ancestors have brought us up to this point. And so, Onipa Bremo Wu, Akoko Brema Kwai, Ghana this year, oh Brema Ding, what are we leaving for the generations yet to come? When they get here, they will point their fingers at us, whether it will be the left or the right. It is our decision to make now. What would warrant that a man will stretch his hands and shake you? Would it be an insult or it would be a greeting? What the future does to us would be our decision to make now. My people, so imagine I am Ghana. I am a carpenter building a big ark so that all my people will be safe because the floods are coming. And then I take, with all the pan, my hammer and hit all the nails in the right places like we are choosing to do today. Then the future is safe and secure. Intermediate, computer kitten kitty. One tiasi, and maybe I would explain it to you in Dabani. And then this could go in Ghana, and then all our ways will be preserved in the spaces of technology beyond what our ancestors dreamt. You see, this life is simply that reality. We woke up from nothingness in eternity to sleep into the present.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today marks a defining moment in our national journey. We're not merely launching a program, but we're laying a foundation for a new economy. We're declaring with boldness and purpose that Ghana is ready to lead in the digital age. We're saying to our youth, to our communities, to the continent, and to the world that the future is here and will be part of shaping it. The 1 Million Coders program is not just a fulfilled campaign promise. It is a strategic pillar of our Reset Ghana agenda, designed to empower Ghanaians with digital skills critical for 21st century life and work. It is an intentional move towards building a knowledge-based, innovation-driven economy, one where our greatest resource, our people, are equipped to create solutions, generate jobs, and be able to compete globally. At the heart of this initiative is our belief in Ghanaian youth. Doesn't just teach coding, it teaches young people how to think critically, solve complex problems, and work collaboratively, skills that are essential in every sector of life. Japan has blended coding into its science and maths curriculum, encouraging students to apply digital tools to real-world challenges. And in the United States, coding education is gaining ground across states, with growing support from the private sector and government for nationwide digital literacy. These are not just anecdotes. These are blueprints, and we're adapting the best of them to suit the Ghanaian context. Ladies and gentlemen, let us consider what this means for our country. First, job creation and economic growth. As of this year, the global business process outsourcing market was valued at $410 billion and is projected to reach almost $500 billion by 2029. Countries like India and Philippines dominate this space, offering services in software development, data management, customer support, and more. Ghana has the potential to be Africa's premier business processing outsourcing hub. We're strategically located on the Greenwich Meridian. We're English speaking, and we have a vibrant tech-savvy youth population. With the right digital skills and infrastructure, our young people can attract outsourced jobs from around the world. Jobs that pay well and keep families and communities thriving right here at home. The second, entrepreneurship and innovation. Coding skills will enable our youth to create May this serve as a beacon of opportunity for every Ghanaian and a bold statement to the world that Ghana is ready. I thank you, and may God bless our home Nigeria.
Come on, put your... So here are the next few steps. We'll invite 3 photographs. The first one, the president and the ministers here present. Then our government agency partner CEOs will take a picture of the president, and then our private sector partner CEOs will also take a picture of the president. After that, the president will leave to inspect the lessons in 2 of the classrooms. Don't tell them we are coming. This is very important indeed. So I'd like to thank all of you and then prepare the stage for the minister to bring his colleague ministers to take the first group of photos. The MOBEX, which is happening in May, as a follow-up here. Please join us at the back for the final photo. When we are done, we will all go back to our seat and stand for the national anthem, after which the minister will escort the president to inspect the lessons going on. We'd like to thank all of you for attending upon this very important program, and you will hear more as the new faces are launched. So you may all, cameramen, you may all resume your seats. Mr. President, please go back to your seat. Thank you. So, have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Games online with people in other parts of the world, not just Ghana, right? Other times you can have even your friends on subscriptions, let's say PS4, PS5 subscription, and then they'll be playing these games with you, right? You can even enter into competitions with them. Now you can do smart TVs like I mentioned earlier on. So we have things like Netflix going on our TVs. If you are using a Samsung Power Smart TV, we have other brands like what? NASCO. What are some of the other brands? Hello everyone.
Good morning, class. Good morning. So we're privileged to have His Excellency, the President, come through on day 1 of your training as part of the 1 Million Coders program. Fred, I think we should just give the president a small brief of what's happening.
So, Your Excellency, once again, welcome. This is also we have the scheme and we want to take our next step and it's called the Certified Network Support Technician. So, as part of what we are going to deliver today, we are going to have skills to be able to configure network devices, troubleshoot them, and also provide customer support. So that is what we are doing here.
So this is once again another model, and there are a number of models, but irrespective of whatever model you are studying, there is basic coding that you will study. So whether you're learning to be a data analyst or a cybersecurity professional or a network specialist, you will do basic coding because the program is 1 million code. So irrespective of the discipline, you will do coding. And so we're confident that we will cross the 1 million. I'm happy the Vice Chancellor is here. Yesterday we went with all Vice Chancellors of public universities and we're working with them to onboard the 1 million coders into their curriculum through G10. And many of them are already doing things in that regard. And so we'll just upstreaming and like the way they do com skills, every student as a prerequisite from graduation will have to pick one of the models. So yeah, we are fully on board.
Well done, there you go.
Thank you very much. So,
Okay, sure.
Yeah? I do. I bet who this?
Easy.
Is that? Yeah, I go. Then make you enter. I tell you.